up everyone, RetroRewind here, and this video is all about, not me. Nope, this video is all about Jono. Jono is in our little Master System group on WhatsApp. It's a bunch of lads who all collect Master System and obviously other collections. So I told Jono I was down his way for holiday. I've just got back actually. I was down in Devon, Croy Bay. Weather's not too good. All right, I suppose. Could be better. But Jono was like, oh, do you want to come round, have a look at my games room? I was like, yeah, without a doubt. I'm not going to say no to seeing someone else's collection. And Jono was like, I was like, well, if you want, I'll film it, stick it up on YouTube, let other people see it. And it was all about, yeah, definitely. So the guy, very inviting, let me in, showed me around his collection. We had a bit of a chat, looked at what he got. He pointed out some different games, values or rarities and all that kind of thing. Some of it we didn't include in the chat of the video because obviously I didn't want it to go on too long. He's got 5 full sets, and I thought that's crazy because obviously behind me I've got 1 full set. I was done. I'm happy with 1 full set. I don't need any more. This chap, obviously highly addicted to collecting games, obviously, like most of us are, but to get 5 full sets was very impressive. And I tell you what, his room, you hear me say about trying to work out the size of it, and now I'm stood in my room. I would say his room is probably about the same size as my room, maybe a touch bigger. Well, actually about the same size really. So it's like everyone's collections, it all grows and overflows and you try to move shelves. So you can't have it all on display, and like there's so many games double stacked and like so many games boxed up and put away. But what was more impressive is the way you try to display things and stuff like that. It's very good. So yeah, 5 full sets. 5 full sets. That is just absolutely crazy. So all I've got to do is just stop talking now, put the video on. I hope it's all right. To be fair, I'll put a microphone on him and a microphone on me. The cheap microphones, they're like a tenner. I use them for when I choosing my system challenge card. Put one there near the speaker on the TV and one on me so you can get both things. I found with me getting overexcited and shouting as I do, I shout when I get overexcited. I always getting told to keep it down. It doesn't come out. My voice shouting over it's not very good quality. I'm not saying I've got a good quality voice, but Jono comes away creating clips because he's cool as a cucumber in there talking. Me, I was just overexcited, like a kid in a sweet shop. So yeah, so further ado, let's bring Jono in and introduce his room and have a look round. And I hope everyone loves seeing his room. I could have been in. This video could have gone on for about 2 hours. Me going into more depth of each collection, pulling out loads more games, but I didn't want it to bore too much people. I just wanted to get as much in there, get a good scope of what was there so you get an idea. But Jono is quite inviting. He said if anyone wants to message him, talk about anything, he will do. I'll put a link to his Instagram so you can go have a look. He posts his pictures regular of his pickups of what he gets and of his room of different things. And he said, yeah, just message him on there. He's willing to answer any questions about his room and stuff, which is very nice of him. So with further ado, let's welcome Jono. And I hope everyone enjoys the video. So have a good one, everyone, and look after yourselves. All right, Jono.
Hello, Clint.
Right, we're with Jono in his awesome games room with everything, pretty much.
Well,
Have a quick whip round, and then what we're going to do, we'll have Jono have a little chat about his collection, because the chap here, there he is, he's got 5 full sets. And looking at, it seems to be a small room, but it's not as small as I've seen on Instagram. So it always looks smaller in pictures, so the women say.
You'd know all about that.
Definitely. So we're going to have a little look, zoom in at a few. So we've got Game Gear, which is pretty cool. I do like some of these Game Gears.
Good old cardboard.
And then we've got Master System, which he does have a full set. So we've got Master System that he's got it going from left to right, and then it looks like we've got Mega Drive.
Yep.
In the blue spines, and we've got black spines.
And then along the bottom is Electronic Arts.
I like
Yellow
it.
and white.
I really like Electronic Arts. I like the yellow,
It
the half
works
black
really
art.
well.
Yeah, I really like the half cut colour on them.
That's why I've got them showing and not the rest of the blue spines.
Yeah, so as you can see behind, obviously.
Yeah, double stacked.
Double stacked. He's got loads.
You have to fit it all in. There comes a point where you've
Great
got
stack. Lovely stack. So obviously, what magazines? Unfortunately, he has got Xbox original.
Yeah.
And also, we've got loads of PS2.
And my kiosk, which we haven't talked about. Look at that kiosk. It doesn't work. It needs fixing.
Well, it's PS2. He's got apparently boxes of it.
Yes.
Hid in the garage, and also hid behind here. So we've got a few consoles.
And then there's more behind by the window. Neo Geo Pocket, PS1. Well, the start of my PS1. That's all again in a box under a bed.
So we've got GameCube. We've got some Wii. Some lovely Game Boy. I love the Game Boy. Oh, Beavis and Butthead. Look at
I had to get that.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah. Couldn't leave Beavis and Butthead.
So we've got, look at these bad boys. Got a little pan of these. I do love the little boxes. The only game I've got boxed is Tetris. That's all I wanted.
There's about 5 Tetris games, I think.
We have got loose cart full set of N64. Then we've got some SNES.
Yeah, SNES and NES are at the bottom. A handful of boxed.
And look, we're hiding behind the door. We've got some Saturn.
Yep. And then 360, everybody's current favourite.
Yeah, everyone's all about the 360 in a minute. It's that age, isn't it? I think it's the next age is collecting. I think everyone's...
It's rising in value.
Everyone's on that again. There we go. So we've got some very cool variant boxes. These in gears. And we've got 32X and CD, Mega CD.
Yeah, my favourite. I love the Mega
I've
CD.
always wanted a Mega CD growing up, and yet still to get one. I'm going to have to get one just so I've had one. And
I'll get that one because
yeah, definitely. Then
that one works and doesn't break.
What, the Mark II version?
Yes, the Mark 1's notorious for faults.
You already need recapping, don't they? So we've got Saturn.
Well, the drive doesn't open. The drive will get jammed. And
we've got a full set Saturn.
Dreamcast, that's not Saturn.
Oh, sorry, Dreamcast. God, get mixed up. Saturn's over there.
Yes.
Dreamcast. You can tell I'm just retro and not into my CD-based games.
I can tell that.
Loads of stuff hidden behind here.
Yeah.
We've got a Master System hidden lot.
Well, you got to use all the space.
Right, I have no idea of his full set, so I'm gonna get Jono to point at some sets and talk us through some rarities. Let's start at the
Mega CD.
Mega CD.
So there is 90. Oh, I've forgotten now. I think it's 95 in this set. I'm also very mad. I collect the spine cards that come with them. So a lot of people bin these when they got them because it's a small piece of cardboard, and why would anyone keep that?
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that.
I'm missing 10, and to get those 10, I'd probably spend another 10 grand.
I've got to say, I can see why people lose them or bin them, but it's cool to have.
I've got one coming in the post. It's the first spine card I've found in a year. It's taken me that long to find another one.
So how many games are for the Mega CD then?
I think it's 95.
And you've got the full set
yes,
then?
The last one being that one. I don't like to big up the rarities because people collect them and they see a video and go, oh, someone's talking about the rarities, it will rise the value. But that is the rarity. That one's sealed. I got that for the spine card, but then I realised when I bought it, it's sealed.
Oh, we'll get him to open that live on here. Yeah, we'll do that in a minute. I'll open it in a minute, honest.
Yeah. Funny enough, I have got a sealed game, and I know for a fact inside the disc has got disc rot and is shot to pieces.
Oh, no.
I had a message from the seller on eBay telling me that someone else who'd bought one from his shipping box opened it, and the disc had loads of holes and is trashed. And I didn't say I wanted a refund. I'm never going to open it. But this one is a Asian copy.
Nice.
The UK one has a different spine. That's the only reason I bought it, because it's got a different spine card.
So what we got below then? What's next on there?
So I've also got with this all the released demo discs that came with the magazines.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I've got 2 cases full of those.
Cool.
The videos, the promotional videos, some French demos. That's a Spanish exclusive demo. These are trade discs, which I assume were sent to people just to test before the game got released. To my knowledge, there is only 2 of these. There's a rumour of a third one for Sensible Soccer, but I've never seen it. But a collector of me hopes one day it might turn up. And then here we've got 32X.
Any favourite games out of there?
I do love on 32X. It's an expensive one, but these are a pain in the ass to get out. Come on, you. That one, Calibri. It's about 250 to 300 pounds, but you play it as a hummingbird, and it's very unique. I don't know of many other Sega games quite like this one, and also that one's quite enjoyable because it's Sonic, well, Knuckles. And again, there is a 32X console box for Knuckles out there.
Oh, really?
For me to find. I've seen one for sale. I missed out on eBay. I went very high.
As John is pointing out, he has got a box 32X here. Look at this little Virtual Fighter. I remember playing that in the arcade all the time.
That game was great.
Just love that.
That came from a gaming market, and I had to have it.
So what's next over here then?
So this is all Dreamcast. This is the first set I finished back in 2017, I think. I didn't intend on doing the set. I got about 100 of them and then thought, I'm quite close to finishing this. And then my friends were like, why don't you finish it? It'd be cool to have a full set. You've come this far. And so I just zoned in. I didn't buy anything else. I just bought Dreamcast. And then I got about 15 away and I was like, I'm actually going to finish this.
So it's quite easy to pick up, was it then?
It was. I'd still say, actually, Dreamcast is very achievable. Of all the sets in here, if anyone really is mad enough to want to do a set, right now, this is the one. It's about £5,000 roughly to do the set. Mega CD to do a set is probably double that, and more if you start doing these stupid spine cards. But yeah, this was a good set to collect for, apart from the fact that the cases are the worst cases in existence. When I moved to this house and had to take this with me, these were hell. I broke many cases.
Yeah, I'm going to say I see many people doing the, CEX lottery with them and getting them all
I spent about £200 on just replacement cases. I think all of these now are pretty immaculate. That was the last game I got for the set back when, which was £150, which at the time I never thought I'd spend over 100 for any game. And now I seem to be doing it on the regular, having just spent £200 on a Mega CD title for a spine card. But that's the fun of collecting. Again, I've got all the demos. I've got all the corresponding Dreamcast UK magazine set, which I got locally. I wasn't going to do the magazines, but you know. I've also got hidden here the Sega Super Play cards, which some people like to collect.
Oh, I've got a full set of them, but I'd love to have the binder. It's one thing I would love to have. Is get the binder.
It was a mail off the binder. I got this again at a gaming market, all in one go. I paid over the odds for it, but
I was going to say I've seen a couple of full sets go for like £100 on eBay.
Yeah,
so
I think that was £140.
Yeah, and that's like just.
But it was there, and it was at the table.
He's even got a CRTV set up, so he's proper retro in lot.
Yeah, it's all, and I've got a switcher, so you can just switch to any console. The wiring is a complete mess. I'd love to redo it. I'd love a better telly, and here I want to get a PS2 TV eventually. That's the plan. Now I can have 360 plugged in, the PS2, and get rid of the console from under the telly, and actually utilise my PS2 collection.
And then obviously PS2 over here then?
I've got about 55% of the PS2 set.
So what's the idea of the PS2 in here? Are these the games you like, or just you kept a certain amount in?
These are the expensive ones and the ones I actually play.
I
used to just go to CX and come out with like 20 games for 50p or £1 each, and they just piled and piled up. And actually, I can't sell them because they're worthless. A lot of them are worth only a penny or 10p.
That's a problem with going full sets in it.
They sit in a box.
All the fodder just sat there.
Yeah.
So what's
But that's probably the best I have on PS2. That was a CX purchase 6 or so months ago. It's about 400 or 500 now.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, I had vouchers. When I talk about CX, I use vouchers. I don't pay the asking price.
It's the best way, I guess, isn't it? I don't, myself personally, I've hardly ever shopped at CX. Hardly ever.
I swear by it. Apart from maybe Game Gear, a lot of this stuff in here has come from CX.
It's good if I like the people who go out and do flipping and you know to get the vouchers. If you got time to do it, it's awesome. I haven't, so I just buy what I can. So what's this Xbox, original Xbox down here?
Yeah, it's the original Xbox. I lose track of what's in
I never had one. I had a 360 and I barely ever got to play on it. I played on it at the odd weekend, and every time I played it, it was awful. So in the end, I just ended up selling it because I never got time on it.
I started collecting the Sega exclusive on it, like Crazy Taxi 3, and I think there's a Jet Set Radio or something in there, and a few others, and I've not got back to it. I just don't have the space, and I never plug the machine in. If anything was to leave this room, if you said what was the one thing you'd sell, that would probably be it. Just because I barely
just get it out, yeah.
Or my Philips CDI. As much as I love this, I very rarely turn it on. It just sits there with the discs by the window.
And then obviously you got Game Gear sat up there in the corner, which it must be impossible to get mintish, shall we say, because of all the cardboard box and the tiny. Yeah.
I know some people, a good friend of mine who's got a mint set. Mine is not mint by any means. And it doesn't bother me, as you can see, like on the top here. It just doesn't bother me.
As long as you got it, you've got it, haven't you, I suppose?
Yeah, there are some mint ones in here, but at the end of the day, it really, I couldn't care
If you get too fussy with collecting for full set, you can just struggle then,
ones
can't
like
you?
that, it's ripped and it's got, but oh well.
But then it's in the collection. So what you just one off then, are you?
Yes, I am one away. I won't talk about that game because it upsets me. I've had chances to buy it, but
I do like the little boxes. Obviously, the one game that brings my attention is obviously Surf Ninja.
That is the one.
I remember watching that and back in the day, because obviously the main character there is obviously out of the Ninja Turtles movie.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the guy out of the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, it's a weird game. That there's a big story about it.
Let's have a little closer.
If you want to read up about Surf Ninja, go to my Instagram. That will give you the information.
Obviously, I will be putting Jono's link to his Instagram, so you can bother him with any questions of his collection, and obviously look at his...
I try and post on there.
He posts is often on there.
Trying to keep up with it.
Yeah, that's always it.
One a day. It's like, I haven't done an Instagram today.
Time to post it, and then you forget.
Pick a random game from the shelf and photo it.
Oh, has even got a game genie look for it?
Yes.
That's awesome. I like that.
That's the fun of Instagram. You just pull off a random game and then suddenly you're telling people about Spellcaster on Master System. Nobody's interested in a Spellcaster on Master System, but it makes for a good post.
So we'll lead on to the Master System. So Jono has got a full set for the Master System. Obviously, he's got some peripherals in there, some cards.
And when we say full set, I'm talking PAL,
UK, yeah, let's go. Let's
Euro.
Get correct before we get judged in the comment section.
Yes,
he has got a UK PAL full set. I'm not going to go through his games and start vetting just to see if they are US variants or anything like that. We're just...
There is a US in there, I'm sure.
He hasn't got US, honestly. I've checked for every single one. We're going to say it. We're going to say he's got a full UK PAL set. And obviously, I like how he's displayed some of the rarer ones up in an angle. Obviously, right now, among the chat with us lads in the Master System group is Home Alone. Just seems to be one of the hardest ones to get.
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
My last one I picked up, and then obviously these are the bab. Obviously,
I haven't got all the maps. There are a few games that had maps.
Yeah, I haven't got the two. Is it the two extra books in the? Yes, that.
I've only got that book and that book again in German.
I've been offered the books a couple of times, and I've turned them down because people want silly money for them, and I'm not really that bothered. As long as I've got the games and the original manual, I'm happy.
I have got the map,
the poster.
The poster for that one.
Wow.
That's about...
I've got the poster with the SNES version, but not with my Master System. Like, it's even got the... this doesn't count as UK PAL.
No, I think that's Australian.
Australian, yeah. Obviously, one of the most expensive Master System games at the moment that keeps going £700 plus.
Combat.
Yeah, it keeps...
That one's gone up, that one's come down, and now Streets of Rage 2 is chasing it.
Yeah, that's gone up quite a bit, and they are going up. I made a mistake of showing my missus Masters of Combat sale on eBay the other day, and she's like, "You've got that, haven't you?"
Yes.
And I was like, "Yes," and she's like, "Why don't you just sell it then?" I was like, "Well, yeah, I'm not full set.
Sell it. We can have a lovely holiday.
Yeah,
we could have 2 or 3 holidays."
So Mega Drive. Do you know what? I've never really looked at how many games are in the UK Mega Drives.
I'm not entirely sure. The number varies. It's around 530 something.
So
I don't have Lakers versus Celtics. I'm just going to put it out there. Some
I got
people
that
say
one.
it's in the set, Lakers. Some people don't say it's in the set. It's just stupid money. I don't intend on buying it.
there's always someone who has to argue about the full sets.
It just doesn't bother me.
I fancied having Streets of Rage 3 in my collection, but I'm not willing to pay the money for it.
It comes up at CEX. If you get vouchers, just save vouchers for a few months.
Yeah.
A lot of these, though, they're rubbish.
They've had a couple of fakes
Yes.
recently, haven't they, in the CX?
Same with Master System. There's a big stint of them in CEX.
Yeah, I see any problem with fake games at the moment. Everyone knows
A lot of these rarities, though, they are rubbish. They cost a lot of money and they're not fun to play.
To be fair, I do. I've got the full set of the classics on the Mega Drive. I have, which means nothing. But I'm a big movie fan. As I said to Jono, we was having a bit of a chat before. I love picking up movie games, but the only problem is I always find that movie games seem to be the ones that
that one
worth a lot of money.
Got to put that one in there.
Yeah, but that's not worth a lot of money.
No, it's not.
Back to Future 2 on the Master System. Oh my god, now that's a bad game.
2 and 3.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh man,
the artwork's great.
Yeah, I often find that with movie games you do get.
I mean, the artwork on that one's brilliant.
A lot of good artwork because they use the original posters, which is fantastic. And then, obviously, as you were saying, he's got obviously the way he's divided them up. He's got the blues, blacks.
Was Back to the Future on Super Nintendo?
Yes, but only in Japan, I believe.
Okay.
I think it's a Japan variant as well.
Oh.
Yeah, because I've looked into it because I kept looking for SNES version.
Yes.
You can buy like a fake cart made to run
in
it, and I don't know. So obviously he hasn't got a full set of GameCube.
Oh God, no. That's mainly just all the Mario titles and some other sods.
And then we've got some Wii.
Yeah, I love Wii. If I had more space, I'd buy.
Great little console. When it come out, it was such a fun family console. I just remember always playing them with the family at New Year's and stuff.
The one I recommend, and it's coming to Switch soon. I'm not sure if it's out on Switch yet.
We used to always play the Rabbit game all the time.
Oh, Rabbit.
Or the
dance one.
Yeah, something like that.
Talked about that one.
And then the dance games with the family.
Yeah.
And then obviously you got.
These are good as well, actually. Made by Steven Spielberg.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's a bit like Jenga with explosives.
That's
and they cost like £1 each in CX.
As I said, he's got some Game Boys.
Yeah, I've just started picking up the odd bits of Game Boy.
I do love these little Game Boys.
Some of these are from childhood. Some of these are from 2 weeks ago.
That's what I mean. It's hard to. It's the cardboard boxes, isn't it? And then
it's my messy shelf.
You got some
Game Boy and just loose stuff, box consoles. The Game Boy Color, that boxed one, I've only ever opened the box once.
I had a Game Boy Color and Advance. I got given to me, and I sold them actually last year. And I had them sat on the shelf, and I'm like, I'd never had them as a kid. I'll sell them and I put the money back into my collection elsewhere. So I wish I kept them in a way. They were mint and lovely, but So what we got? Then we got N64.
Yeah.
In loose cart.
Full set of cartridges for the N64.
I did unroll about doing it myself, and then I sold a load on, and then replaced them with box versions of ones that are my favourites.
On the whole, a lot of these were CX. Quite a lot of this was CX.
So how long did it take you to collect the N64 then, loose cart?
I realised when I'd finished whatever the last set was, Mega CD, I already had about 100 N64 and thought, hang on a minute, it's what I play the most when my friends come around. Why don't I try and collect all the carts? Box is just too expensive.
Yes, definitely.
The market and the N64 groups on Facebook, they are crazy. And I'm just like, I don't have the space and I'm not touching it. And so I started doing the cartridges, and on the most part, they were very easy to collect. Obviously, there are a few that are...
To get most of them through CEX or like that, then
I'd say 90% probably.
Yeah.
And then a nice chap whose name escapes me at the Doncaster Gaming Market sold me the last 5 I needed, along with a Fire Orange.
I want that controller to go with my console so badly.
Why not change up from a boring grey?
Yeah, that's what I did. I put my childhood one back in its box, and I bought an orange one because I really fancied the orange one.
Yeah, it's nice, but I wanted colour. And then.
So how many loose carts?
That's a very good question.
Put it on the edge.
I can't remember.
How long did it take to collect it?
Well, I already had about 100 I just picked up from going to gaming shops. If I saw them and they were a £5, I'd buy it.
Yeah.
And then the last few took about 7 or 8 months just to tick off.
I think I had about 60 loose cart, and then I've chopped them all in and just kept my favourite ones and just replaced a few boxes. But as anyone who's watching my channel, I've been picking up these SNES boxes.
That's one of the harder ones to find.
Hercules.
And eventually you can get off Etsy stickers that go on the top. I've got a couple now that tell you what the game is.
Makes it easier to pick off the shelf.
Yeah. There's one, I can't remember. It's really hard to find the UK version. Loads of people have it, but it's the European one that's like 30 quid.
So what's below there? Is that this? Is
I've got a very small collection of NES.
Oh, NES. I've been selling all my NES stuff.
Again, I don't really use this much. I've just got a handful, and I don't know where I picked these up. They're absolute trash boxes. I don't think they have manuals, but they're there.
Yeah, I've been getting rid of all mine. I don't play them in
And then I've got a very small Super Nintendo collection.
I had about 70.
I do have that one in there.
Wow, that's one I really want in my collection, complete. But it goes to silly money, and there's a lot of fakes of it. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because people will buy it.
Good old Facebook Marketplace. It was about 20 quid.
Bargain.
But it's very yellow. And
that's a do.
It's not great, but.
And then you got a few
boxes.
He's got one I want box pushover. I love pushover. I've got it loose cart. That's one I keep looking at.
I had that about 6 years from a car boot sale. It was 10 quid, and I'm a collector. I just bought it.
It's like a 40-50 quid game box. I keep looking to get it, and I really want it boxed for some reason.
And that's the best box game I have.
That's
because it's Sensible Soccer. I love Sensible
Soccer.
It's
a good game. It's a good game on pretty much all consoles, computers. It's
pretty
very
pristine,
well made game.
One.
Oh, staple. You got to have your Mario All Stars. Love Mario All Stars.
Bulging. I don't know where.
Mario Kart. Two solid games I have.
That I won from a raffle. That's a rare raffle win.
That's bargain.
I don't know. Yeah, it's not great condition. Same with the N64 few I have. Like my Zelda came from CEX.
Nice.
But it's trashed. But it was cheap.
You got it.
I got it. Why not?
So down the side, but then we've got
that's Saturn. Again, I'm not. People say, why don't you finish Sega and have Saturn and have all the sets? A, I don't have the space because those boxes are longer than DVD boxes.
Yeah.
And B,
I didn't behind the door.
I've just picked them up over Facebook Marketplace pickups. There's one or two free-figured games in there. Burning Rangers is one. Mr. Bones. The rest of them, I've got all the Sonic games. That's why not. And then obviously 360.
Yeah. So obviously, I don't know if I got a few boxed.
Yeah, that's all the consoles up there. PS2, PlayStation.
There's got a few boxed. Oh, I keep looking again. The Menacer, just to have in my collection.
So much space.
But I look,
waste.
But
Leaf and Enforcers, the pink Justifier gun.
I do love those.
I love the Justifier.
They're great. I keep umming and ahhing. I keep thinking about just getting a loose gun in the game just to play.
Sadly, my telly is not light gun TV, so I can't use them.
Luckily, mine is. But I don't know how long it's going to last with flicking about. But yes, so considering what do you know the width of the room and the length? It's about, if I was to give it an estimated size, I would say it's about 4 meters by about, I don't know actually, 4 meters by 6. No, 4 meters by 3 meters. No, it would be longer than that. 5 by 3. By about 5 by 3. 5 meters by 5 meters by 3 meters or something like that.
I can get more in here. I can redesign that last wall.
Look, I can get some more shit. Look at that, look at that.
Sadly that is I think a dry wall, and behind that is the boiler.
That's the only problem in it,
Which makes it a problem for putting the shelves up, and also the IKEA shelves, if I put them up here, the room would feel cramped.
Yeah, I
feel closed in, whereas
if you did
a nice open space.
If you did a full billies like this, because like my games room, I never dreamed it would be big. Like yourselves, I've never really wanted to get big collections, and I think no one does do that. I think I would have designed mine totally different. I would have just had like Tutti UK, like where he's just done room of shelves. He can get so much on that way.
It's great. He's got so much stuff.
Yeah,
it's a great way of doing it.
Yeah, I think I would have done the same thing.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, but it's just where you are.
Everyone starts out thinking, I'm going to have 3,000 games. They think I'll have 50, and then suddenly it's 200, and then I've hit 1,000, yay me! And then you check, and then you realise that you're on 3,500 something. Is my last check. Is
that what you got? Over 3,000 games in here, then?
I've got a box of PS1 under a spare bed. I've got about 800 PS2 games in my garage. I've got Switch, Xbox One, and Wii U downstairs.
Crazy how it all adds up.
It's all spread, and there's odd PC games lots around in cupboards.
I've been having to clear out. I sold all my PS2 stuff I had, everything, anything.
Useless stuff like. Why would and there's just one game in here. There is literally just a PS2.
It's pretty cool though.
That is it.
That's pretty cool though. I know it's a big box.
I got it from.
It's cool though.
The gaming market in Birmingham, Black Country Game Fair. I don't know why, it was just there, and I bought off the seller before, and he was like, "Buy it, go on, buy it off me."
So there you go. That's what over 3,000 games looks like in a.
Here it is.
A games room. So thank Jono for letting me pop over.
Anytime.
Obviously, anytime. I live miles away from Jono.
Yeah.
Luckily enough for me, I'm half an hour away holidaying for the week.
That's the life.
So I thought, well, I'm down here.
Yeah, I'm near no one. I speak to a lot of collectors, and they were like, "Oh, I'm up near Manchester."
Yeah, everyone I know.
We're doing a meetup.
Yeah, everyone's always Manchester, isn't it? It's funny.
Oh,
everyone always
doing a meetup.
Yeah.
Wigan. Yeah, it's a bit far for me.
Yeah,
Sorry, guys.
everyone's Manchester way. So
yeah, as much as it's nice to meet you all, James and everyone else, Kev, but I just can't drive that far.
Yeah, it's mental.
So I'm out the way.
No one there, me neither collects. I don't think where I come from, anyone even collects retro. I never see any for sale on marketplaces or anything.
No. I know a few people near me. I know someone with a full Wii U set I know of him. He's near to me. And I know that there's a big SNES collector near me. I've never met him. I've just heard from a friend that he collects SNES. So they are out there, and a lot of them are hidden. You don't know where people are.
Yeah, so that was it. That's the tour done. I will get, obviously, in the links below, obviously, Jono's details, his full home address, telephone number, and everything like that, so you can bother him there. So I'll put a links in there to his Instagram, so you can look at his pictures.
On there normally once or twice.
So
I'll try and post every day.
A little bit more detail than what I'm showing here, but I tell you what, it's awesome. It's an awesome room, an awesome collection. Just to stand and just look at it all, just looks amazing.
I'll come back in 3 years, and who knows what it looked like. It'll probably be
it'll all be gone. It'll all be gone. It was sold up.
There'll be a child's bed in the corner. And,
that's always it.
Up, and I'll be sat in the garden having a cigar, thinking, "Yay, it's great!
Well,
I've got $100 grand. What will I use it on?"
Yeah, that's always it.
And then I'll get depressed, thinking what I used to have.
Well, that was it then. That's the room tour done. So thanks very much, Jono.
Anytime, Clint. Anytime.
Right. I hope everyone enjoys it.